Ooh, ooh. I can see that you've been crying. You can't hide it with a lie. What's the use in you denying what you have is wrong? I heard him promise you forever, but forever's come and gone. Woo! Baby, he would say whatever it takes to keep you blind to the truth between the lines. Whoa, I would love you more than that. I won't say the words, then take them back. Ooh, okay, I gotta work on. Take them back. Don't give loneliness a chance. Baby, listen to me when I say I would love you more than that. All right, Tubies. I totally slaughtered that side. So that was Backstreet Boys, More Than That. I love that song. I just wish I could sing it. I can't hit the notes right. I think I started at a pitch too high. Anyways, hey, there you go. We're having a 90s flashback. I don't know what it is lately, but Psychic Bob been in a 90s flashback mode. Oh, guys, well, I'm glad you're here. Welcome to Spirit Channel. Welcome to Tuesday. For those of you who are new here, welcome to our newbies. I hope you'll come and be part of us regularly. Every Tuesday we gather. Well, actually, we gather here at Spirit Channel every single day, but especially on Tuesday, we do messages from the spirit world. And for those of you who are new here, I am a full-time professional psychic medium. That's right. I've been doing psychic work for over 30 years, actually. Gosh, I can't believe how many years go by. You know, speaking of years go by, how many of you saw my video yesterday? I did a very special video, a Yule video, where I took you guys back to some of my early days as a psychic. Before I was well known, I started out in the spiritualist church, which we're going to talk about spiritualism a little bit today as well before we get into readings. But yesterday was a kind of a really deep, nostalgic, bittersweet day for me because I went back to where it all started. I was trained as a psychic in the spiritualist church, the Church of Two Worlds. Yay, Christine C's here. Hi, Christine C. She said, very beautiful video, Bob. Violin Viola Masterclass. Amber's here. Hey, guys, good to see you. She says, and oh, I love that video. It was amazing. Robin Bosser. Hey, Robin. It was great. It was a great trip yesterday. Thank you, guys. Well, I'm so glad you got to see it. Yay. Mary Sanchez is here. She saw it. Yay. Laura Doss saw it. Thank you, guys. I'm just curious, who all got to see it, Oh, Nicola says, oh, I never saw it. I will have to watch it. Yes, Nicola, I go and visit the original spiritualist church where I started out. And, in the video, I don't go into a lot of details. We'll probably have to do another video, and I'll tell you more of the full story. Yesterday was more just like, I was a little like in awe because to go back to that church and to walk the steps, it brought back a lot of memories, a lot of emotions, and it was kind of an intense day for me. To be honest with you, it was a little more intense than I expected it to be. So I couldn't really talk. I was a little choked up yesterday, and I didn't tell you everything, but when you go through kind of an emotional experience, sometimes your mind just freezes. And I was thinking there's so much more I should have told you about what I did there. And well, we'll go back there. I think it's worth a trip back. But I'm so glad you got to see it. If you didn't see that video is in the queue right before this one. I would sure love to have your thumbs up and support on that video if you can help me out. Hey, Raymond Hampton's here. He said he saw it. Yay. B. LeClaire is here. She said it was a wonderful video. Thank you so much. Hey, Buvana Lake. Good to see you. Amy Weitzer, she said, I love the video. Oh, thank you so much. Hi, Daniel Moore. Good to see you. Greetings, Indigo Mystic. Wow. Christine C says, I feel the same way when I think about my ex-husband. LOL. Well, Christine, that's a really good way to explain it, because I kind of feel like, and I won't, again, I'm not going to go into all the bad details, but when I left the Church of Two Worlds, it was like a divorce. A lot of emotions connected to that. And that's, I ended up leaving because of a lot of bad things that happened. But at the same time, it was one of the most amazing times of my life. And it was there that I got the prophecy from my teacher that my whole life would be a psychic. And at the time, as I say in the video, I couldn't believe it, but here we are today, and so it's a really bittersweet video. It's really funny, and I don't know if you guys ever have this experience, but when I was out walking the streets of Georgetown, it's kind of like in your mind, distances, at least for me, distances are different. I used to walk from that subway. You saw at the end of the video where I took the subway home. That's actually where I was going to start the video. But anyways, long story, I didn't start there. But I would walk from that subway all the way to the church. And I think now that I'm looking at the mileage, it was close to a 2-mile walk, actually. And I used to do that twice a week. No wonder I was thinner back then. But when I was walking it yesterday, I had this like experience in my mind, like, did I actually freaking walk this far? See, I didn't have a car. And when I did have a car, I didn't like driving down the city, because any of you have been to Washington, D.C., know it's an impossible place to drive or park. It was really easier just to take the subway and walk to the church. Really, it saved me a lot of stress. But I used to do this walk, and I thought, my God, I forgot how long of a walk it was. And in your mind, when you haven't been somewhere for a long time, I think we compact things. At least I do. And I was walking. I said, my God, I can't believe I actually used to do this twice a week. Actually, sometimes 3 times a week, because when I was doing psychic development, I would go to the church every Friday night. Then I had Wednesday night service, and then Sunday. So I was really busy there, Anyways, guys, hold your psychic questions. I am going to get to them in just a little while, but I wanted just to talk about something else as well. One of the wonderful truths in spiritualism, which I was reflecting on yesterday while I was at the church, was one of these principles. This is a book that I have, The Philosophy of Spiritualism, from the National Spiritualist Union. And by the way, I'm wearing the NSU pen up here. See right here on my lapel? By the way, how you like my Christmas tree? I got my sparkly tree on today because it's Yule and Christmas. But this is my SNU pen. And I want to read you one of the points, because they have 7 points of spiritualism. And the 7th principle is from this book. It says, we believe, well, it doesn't actually say we believe, but I put that in front of it so it makes some sense. Number 7, we believe in the eternal progress. We believe, I can't read it. We believe, take 3, eternal progress open to every human soul. Okay, so what this means is that every soul, no matter where you are in life, you get to progress. And, I want to remind you of this because, yesterday when I was at the church, I was thinking about, the good and the bad, and some of the bad I participated in my own, journey. We all make mistakes. I did some mistakes when I was in the church that were not so good. And anyways, I thought to myself, it's been over 20 years. And I looked at my life and I thought, wow, I have progressed. I've matured. I've learned things. I've become more skilled in my psychic work. Just so many changes. And I thought, it's true. If we want to, we can progress as people. I think I'm a way better person. And I think if I went back and I had to do it all over again, I would definitely be able to do things in a better way this time than I did, because, that's about eternal progression. And so I'm bringing this to you guys today because I've been getting some letters from some people who have been telling me that they feel like they failed in life, or they're giving up. Some people have written me and said, I really messed up my life. I messed up my career. I messed up my marriage. I messed up my family. I messed up this and that. And if you're one of these people today who are, right now, especially at the holidays, we always tend to think about the past years. We're winding down the year. If you're somebody that has some regrets, and you're thinking about, well, gee, I wish I could have done it better. And boy, I really am a mess up. Remember that spiritualism teaches that progress is always available. Eternal progress is open to every soul. So that means no matter where you are, if you're at rock bottom, if you're at zero, you can go up now. Okay. So I want to bring that to you because I've been really meditating a lot on, the last, few days about the last 20 years and where have I come from and where am I going? And I think this point number 7 about eternal progress is so vital. Don't sit in judgment of yourself. Love yourself. Do you know that God or spirit, as we call it in spiritualism, the great spirit, doesn't judge anybody? I know some churches teach, well, God is going to judge you and throw you into hell. That's not the truth. I can tell you, I had a near-death experience several years ago, and it was shortly before I went to Church of Two Worlds, actually. I was in a car accident. I had a near-death experience. And during that period, I literally went before God and I had a life review. And as many of you, if you study near-death experiences, look up near-death experiences here on YouTube. Because you'll find this is true. I'm not the only person who's had this. But when I was before God, and I don't even like to use the term God because that's so overweighted with so many layers of negative association for so many of us. When I was in the presence of infinite intelligence, that's the other term they use in spiritualism for God. They call God infinite intelligence. When I was in the presence of infinite intelligence, I saw everything in my life, good, the bad, the ugly. And I had nothing but love. I received nothing but love from God, from infinite intelligence. And knowing all my faults and foibles and imperfections and hurts, I was still loved. All of you are loved. And this is one of the messages I want to bring to you today. You are loved. I don't care who you are, where you've been, what you've done. It doesn't matter. It only matters that you say, I recognize that I messed up and I'm willing to start over. You see, because eternal progress, we believe in eternal progress is open to every human soul. Everybody gets another chance. Everybody gets a new start. So, I saw somebody earlier say, I think it was Chris said, I don't have any regrets. Chris, I would say to that, I'm glad that you don't at this point have any regrets, but I'll tell you as you get older, you'll have some regrets. It doesn't matter who you are. You're all, and I'm not wishing this on you. I'm just saying it's part of our journey, I think, as humans. We are going to mess up at some point. We're going to regret some of the things we've done. And I think that's part of a spiritual life, a spiritual reflective life is having some regrets. But the secret is don't let the regrets enslave you and stop you. If I had let all the regrets of my life enslave me and stop me, I wouldn't be here today with you because I wouldn't have had the hope and the confidence to go forward. Bernadette says, beautiful message. Thanks, thank you, Bob. Well, you're welcome. I think this is important that, we reflect on this because messages from the spirit world, all that I do here today comes from spiritualism. And going back yesterday to the Church of Two Worlds, wow, it reminded me the passion and the excitement that I had when I first went to that church and how much my life was improved by it. And it's the truths of spiritualism changed my life. And I hope and I pray that they'll change your lives because this faith of spiritualism has truth in it. And So remember, wherever you are today, if you feel stuck, if you feel depressed, if you feel that you've lost your way, know that spiritualism says you are an eternal being with eternal progress. Don't stop now, just keep going. Well, I'm glad you guys are here. Well, we got to do some psychic work, some messages today. But before we do that, we got to do our blink meditation. Thank you, Nacho Libre. Nacho Libre says, Bob, um, you're you're awesome. Great conversation. God bless you. Thank you so much. Thank you, Nacho Libre. So Debbie Webby says, thank you for taking us there yesterday. Hi, Milan Popseva. Listen, I'll get your message a little later. I'm not ready to do messages. Hold your question, guys, because I'm not doing messages till we do our meditation, okay? So, anyways, we will go back to the Church of Two Worlds at some point. So, thank you for listening to my ramblings. All right, so we're going to do some meditation. Now, this is our blink meditation. For those of you who are new here, this is it's kind of a complex meditation, but the more you practice it, the better it'll get for you. So if you have some trouble today doing this, just hang with me. Practice this every day. All right, so what we're going to do, I want you to take your hands off your keyboards now just for a few moments, and we're going to just close our eyes. And as we close our eyes, I want you to follow your breathing just gently in and out. And as you follow your breathing, I want you to draw your attention now down to the middle of your chest area. And inside of you, in the middle of your chest, I want you to see a little spark of white light just floating in your chest. And as you look at that light, I want you to see if you can make it just a little brighter and just a little bit larger so you can really see it and focus on it. And as you see that light and are focusing on it now, we're going to count from 3 down to 1. And when we get to 1, we're going to take that light, we're going to explode it so it fills our entire body with light. All right, so I want you just to sit down now. Keep your eyes closed. I want you to look at that light, and we're going to count from 3 down to 1. All right, you got the light? 3. Are you focusing? Keep focused. 2. Keep that focus. 1. Blink on. Whew. Oh my goodness. All right. Well, that gave me a head rush. Milan Popsevak. Hello, dear Bob. Any message from Spirit for me? You are loved. Oh, Milan, thank you. Blessings to you. Listen, Milan, I have to tell you, I keep getting around you a spirit guide. It sounds like her name is Miranda. I hear a woman tell, she says, I'm Miranda. And she was a psychic when she was alive. She said she was a psychic in the 1950s. And she's asking me that she's come around you to help you open to spirit. She said you've crossed through a period here where you've had some losses in your life over this last 2 years. And she says, do not worry, the spirit people are with you. So Miranda is a spirit guide. She's helping you to connect to spirits. I believe you also have a great grandma or a great aunt and a grandmother in spirit on your mother's side. And I'm hearing both of their voices back here as well. And they said it's holiday season. We're with Milan. So you've got some help from spirit. Miranda's opening the connection to the grandmother and the great aunt as well. May you be blessed. Thank you for being here. I hope that helps. Thank you for your question. Oh my gosh, donations. Thank you. By the way, if you want to help my channel, I graciously accept donations. Thank you so much. Buvana Lake, $4.99. Hey, Bob, are there any spirits or ancestors that would like to give me a message? Mary Yule and blessed be. Thank you, Buvana. Hold on just a second. Buvana, I keep hearing the name Frank here around you. I don't know if this makes sense to you, but there's a man named Frank who's in spirit. I almost feel like if he's not a relative, he's a friend of the family here. He's somehow connected on your father's side of the family. But Frank says, he said, I come in to let Bhavana know that I'm in the light and to let everybody know that I'm at peace. I get the sense that this Frank at the time of his crossing had some struggle. He may have had an addiction issue or a depression, but he wants everybody to know that he's in the light. And he said that he's coming in to be a protector and a guide for you. So Frank is with you. Blessings to you. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh, another donation. Christine C, $8. Lucky 8. Any guidance for me? Thank you, Bob. Merry Christmas. Thank you, Christine. Good to see you. Hold on. Doris Stokes is back here. Hi, Doris. I can hear you. Yes. That's lovely. Christine, Doris said that she said she and Rose are working together. Rose is back there as well, my other spirit guide. And she said, we're working together to network for you. I want you to watch here because I think that in the next week, you're going to have two leads that are coming in that are going to lead to sales. These look like they're substantial properties. So I want you to be ready because both of them are in the background working for you. So you got Rose and Doris there, and they're saying in the next week there are two leads that bring money. So keep your phone on, keep attentive, be ready. Okay, it's coming in the next week. And it looks like these will be rather nice, substantial transactions that lead to very good commissions. All right. God bless you. Merry Christmas. Thank you for your donation. Oh my gosh, another donation. Lucy Wright Nielsen, $4.99. Thank you, Lucy, for your donation. Blessings to you. Listen, Lucy, I have to tell you, I'm getting a lot of orbs here spinning around you. I think that you're drawing spirits to you. I think you're a natural medium. And I'm curious if you've been having any paranormal phenomena in your house because Fletcher, my spirit guy back here, says, oh, she attracts spirits, like horses being led to water. So it's kind of like you're a natural source of power. And the orbs that are around you are spirit people. I keep being shown this one orb where there's a face coming out of it here. And this looks like it's a man that's connected to your family here. I want to call this the grandfather on the father's side of the family. I believe he's been coming to you recently in spirit. They keep showing me that around the time of his crossing, that he was really struggling to walk. There were some leg issues around him, and I believe some lung issues as well. But he's one of the spirits that are coming to you. So I want to bring that to you, okay? I also pick up a name here around you. It's a Fred or Frederick as well in spirit. So I have to bring that over to you as well, okay? I don't know where to place them. I just heard Fred or Frederick's visiting. So you have another person in spirit named Fred or Frederick. Okay, I hope that helps. Blessings to you. Thank you for your donation. David Jan, all the way from Israel. Hey, David Jan. Hey, David Jan, did you hear, did you see in Israel last night the big conjunction of Saturn and Jupiter? They said it looked like a giant star. Kind of like, remember I was asking about Bethlehem. Well, anyways, you had your Bethlehem star last night. Don't know if you saw it. David Jan, hi, Bob. Any messages for me? Many blessings. Hold on, David Jan. I've got somebody back here trying to get my attention. Interesting. David Jan, I've got oh, wow. There's a guy back here. This is really interesting. He gives the name of Colonel Russo. He's showing me his uniform. I believe he's an American. And he says to tell you, he said, tell David that I'm coming in to help him. He said, I knew the truth when I was alive. He said it was all buried in the Pentagon. He said, but he said Israel knew about it as well. He said, occasionally I did share intelligence and we shared stories. Colonel Russo is wanting to be a guide to you to help you bring out the truth connected to the alien presences that have been visiting the earth. So I want you to research him. Colonel Russo, he's around you in spirit. Thank you so much. Blessings to you. Oh my gosh. Another donation, Isabel Plata, $5. Thank you, Isabel, for your donation. Hi, Bob. I feel like bad luck has been following me. Do you know what is going on or what this is about? You know, Isabel, you're not under any curse. If a psychic ever tells you that there's a curse on you, I'd be very careful about that. You're not under any curse, and bad luck is not following you. But what's happening is right now, you're at a transition point in your life. You just recently crossed by what we call an exit point on your chart. An exit point is when somebody has a point on their chart where they think they may leave the earth. We all build them in before we're born. And what an exit point is when we come to a point in our life where we say, have I done enough? Am I ready to go back home, back to the spirit world? But you chose not to go back. You chose to be here. But what's been happening is that on a soul level, you've been homesick for the spirit world. But when you came to your exit point, you knew that it was not time for you to go. And so part of you is like, oh, I'm here. And so you've been struggling with a little bit of depression, okay? I do see things improving for you. And I feel that after we get into the next week, you'll feel an energy shift. So don't give in to despair. Don't hang up. Things are shifting for you, but it's about a week. I do see more money coming for you in the next month as well. And I feel like you're going to be able to breathe easier in the financial area. So hang in there. I want you to be calling on spirit. Say, literally pray every day. Because when you pray, you align yourself to God. See, we all forget to do that, don't we? We struggle down this earth when we realize we've got a lot of hosts of help from the spirit world and from the higher power. So start praying. I want you to call on Archangel Raphael because he's around you. He's going to help you. Blessings to you. Thank you so much for your donation. $5 donation. Oh my gosh, you guys are so generous. Another donation from Jim, $5. Thank you, Jim. Question is, hi, Bob. Curious if I had any past lives with Haley. Thank you and your guides for all my weekly curiosities. I have to tell you, Jim, I'm not getting so much a past life link with Haley, but I do get a pre-life link. I think you knew each other before you came into this life. See, we all live as souls in the spirit world, and we know many of the people in our lives. That's why we have these experiences when we meet somebody. We're like, I know you, but we can't figure out. It's because we knew them sometimes either from a past life or the pre-life. Right before you're born, you live and you choose to come into this life. And so that's where you know her from. It's from the pre-life. Okay. Thank you so much. I hope that answers that. Leslie Andrews. Oh my gosh. Donation $4.99. Thank you so very much. Question is, do you have any wisdom for me regarding the issues I'm having with a very long-term relationship? Blessed be. Yeah, I have to tell you, Leslie, one of the things that I'm getting is a wall between you and your partner. I feel like that they're the one putting up the wall. I don't think you've put up the wall, but I do feel as if there's some sort of block in communication right now. One of the things that I want you to do, I always say when somebody puts up a block, the light can break it down. So what I want you to do with your partners, I want you every day as you're meditating, I want you to visualize a column of silver light coming down on them, just gentle, soft, like a spotlight, but it's silvery, sparkly color. What that's going to do is that's going to help raise their vibration, and that's going to give a greater opportunity for open communication there. And I think that's going to start to bring healing. I don't see a breakup with the relationship, and I don't think they want to leave, but I do feel on an emotional level your partner is feeling blocked in the throat chakra. I would also give them the gift of a aquamarine gemstone that will help stimulate that chakra, and that should help. And then do the silver column of light every day. Okay. Thank you so much for your question. I hope that helps. All right. Hold on a second. Mary Sanchez. Hey, Bob, I have a connection with Dionysus and Kuan Yin. Help me choose, please. Well, darling, I can't tell you what deities to work with, but I can tell you I do pick both of them up around you. And I don't think it has to be a choice. I think you can have both because in Wicca, we have a god and a goddess. And you can have Dionysus as your god and Kuan Yin as your goddess. So don't make it a conflict. The gods are not jealous. They don't want to sit there and say, you gave so-and-so attention. They all love us equally. Okay. So, embrace both of them. All right. Thank you so much. I hope that helps. Daniel Moore. Hi, Daniel Moore. Oops, hold on. I just lost your question. All right, here it is. Guys, please don't spam the chat because I can't see the messages that way. Daniel Moore, any messages for me? Hi, Daniel. Thank you so much. Listen, Daniel, I have to tell you, I keep hearing an archangel talking to me today. This is Archangel Michael, and he said that he's one of your protectors and guardians. So I want you, if you've never worked with Archangel Michael, to get to know him. They have a wonderful prayer, the Michael the Archangel prayer. I want you to see if you can get a copy of that prayer and call on him. It's very powerful. Okay. I hope that helps. Thank you so much. Blessings to you. Oh my gosh, another donation. Gary M, $4.99. Thank you, Gary. Hi, Psychic Bob. Any messages from my spirit guides? Thanks and blessings to you. You know, Gary, I'm hearing a voice back here. Let me see who this is. Interesting. Edgar Casey's coming in back here for you. And he keeps saying, he says, tell Gary, he said, we're working on opening the channel. But he says, this is his words, not me. Don't be upset. But he says, Gary has to slow down. He said that he's been rushing about too much and it's hard for us, meaning the spirits and Edgar Casey and the other guys, to make a connection. So Gary, I want you to really get serious about meditation. Slow everything down. He says you can do either sitting meditation or walking meditation. So either of those are good for you. But Edgar Casey's here and he says they want you to slow down and take more time for meditation. Okay. I hope that helps. Thank you so much. Call on Edgar Casey. Oh my gosh, there's no Nacho Libre. Hello, Nacho Libre. Hello, Bob. Any messages for me? Today is my birthday. Oh my gosh, happy birthday, Nacho Libre. Well, let me tell you first off, you're not going to die. You said, what? If you study statistics, many people die near their birthday. You're not going to die. So let me just clear that out right away. First of all, Nacho, I got to tell you, when I'm stepping into your vibration today, I'm getting a lot of blue and purple and green and pink light. This tells me you've been going through a lot of healing on an emotional and a physical level. And I feel that right now you're coming into a time where it's like you're starting new. I think that literally it's like this new year of your life is literally a new beginning as well. I feel like there's some issues coming connected to relationships. And Fletcher keeps saying January is love month for you. So I think that in January, you're having very strong and powerful connection in romance and relationship. And this year for you is about receiving and being blessed. I'm getting a lot of purple light here, which tells me that you're opening your psychic connections as well. And so be prepared for a lot of spirit communication to come to you. Now pay attention to the spirits, because many times, we'll get a spirit message and we go, oh, that can't be right, or ignore it. Listen to everything, Nacho Libre, because you're getting blessed with spirit messages now. And I do pick up around you a lady that's actually, you've got a relative that's talking here. And this is on your father's side of the family. It's a great grandmother on the father's side who's coming in here. And she said that to tell you that she's with you and she's opening the lines of communication. And so she says, talking about healing in the father's side of the family as well. So I think there's going to be some reunions and some healing and a lot of blessings that are coming to you, all right, this year. So be ready. Happy birthday. Blessings to you. Oh my goodness. Zenray Q. Ooh, that's a great name. I think you win the award today for the best name. Zenray Q. Hi, Bob. Should I be looking for love or not bothering? Zen Q, I'll tell you, this is how it is in your case. I feel that you have an really powerful light around you. You've got a lot of gold light and white light, which means you're an old soul. And I think for you, I'll be honest, it's been some struggle in the relationships, because in the past you've drawn younger souls to yourself, and that's why you've struggled there. This is the funny thing about love. It's kind of like when you try to have love in your life, you never will. But when you forget about it and just go on with your life, that's when it appears. And I feel like for you, March is important around this. I don't see any relationship really opening to around March of 2021. So after the new year. So I would say right now, don't bother with it. Just be all about you. This is a great time for you to work on meditation and raising your higher self's your connection with your higher self, because I think you are an old soul, and I think you really do speak the spirit language. And so don't worry about love right now. It'll happen. I'm not even going to give you any details about March. The reason why is I feel sometimes when I give people too many details, it gets in the way and it botches things up. So all I'm going to say right now is you will have love in your life. Don't look for it now. Wait till March. And in March, it will happen naturally. And you'll understand this message at that time. Okay. Thank you so much. Blessings to you. Oh my gosh, another donation. Thank you for your donation. Thank you, Bobby, for yours. Bobby Renee, $10 donation. Hi, Bob. I love so much how you help humanity with your gifts. Oh, God bless you. And how much healing you bring to others and the love you share. Oh, thank you. Oh. You know, it's not hard to be loving when you've received as much love in your life as I have, you know. Thank you and bless you. Oh my gosh, Bobby Rennie, you're so sweet. Well, you know, I'll tell you, it all goes back to spiritualism. When you really wake up and realize that we're on a wonderful journey, that we're souls connected to God and to spirit, I don't know, it gives you a sense of eternal perspective that makes you realize don't sweat the small stuff. And so, Bobby Renee, this is a message for you. It's like I want to say to you, don't sweat the small stuff. Because I feel like you're at a crossroads right now in your life where you're trying to have some breakthroughs, but you're getting too wound up about things. I want to tell you, and I say this sincerely, not flippantly, just don't care. And I know you say, well, Bob, I have to care about stuff. No, I don't mean it like in a bad way. But what I mean is don't worry about it. If you're attuning to your higher self, everything works out. Okay, so know that for you, this is a turning point. 2021 for you is about winning, but it's about winning through channeling. And what I mean by that is I want you to think about receiving just the Spirit's guidance in your life every day. So sit down, fill yourself with that white light, and just ask for them to give you the help you need. And you'll see what I'm saying. Okay. Thank you so much for being here. Blessings to you. Oh my gosh, another donation. Lisa Pence, $10. Thank you, Lisa, for your donation. My dad passed on November the 27th of 2020. Can you see if he has a message for me? You know, Lisa, let me see, because I got a lot of voices I'm hearing milling around. You know, whenever I read, I open the veil between the worlds and I hear all these. It's there like a party going on over in my kitchen area. You know, I hear voices. Doris, are you here? Thank you. Do you have anything for Lisa? Okay. Her father. Okay, hold on, Lisa. I'm seeing if I can get him in. Lisa, Doris has brought over a gentleman here. I'm hearing a voice talking about. I'm having a little trouble getting this through, to be honest with you. But I do hear a man saying, he said, I've been looking after her. I feel that when this gentleman crossed, his death was kind of like, how do I say this? Tortuous, because he shows me that he had a lot of intense pain. And then he says, the words he says is, I popped out of the body. And so I think even though it was a little intense, when he went, he was finally at peace. He's asking me to tell you, he said, I did stay around. This man did stay on Earth for about 3 weeks after he crossed. He wasn't earthbound in the traditional sense of the word, but they allowed him to stay for his own healing. But I do believe this is a father. It feels like it's a father. I'm not hearing him say I'm the father, though. But I do pick up a male entity that I'm going to call him father anyways. Let me see if I can get Doris to. Doris, is this the father? Can you help me with that? Yes. She said yes. Okay, so Lisa, it is your dad. I'm having a little trouble. He's trying to talk to me. He said, this is hard for me because he said, I haven't figured out how to do this yet very well. He said, I'm still new here. He wants you to know that he's went through orientation. He said, when I finally came over, he said, I got put in school. And he said that he's been learning how life is over here. He said that when he was on earth, he said, I did believe in spiritual things to a degree, but I didn't put as much focus on it as I should have. And he wants you to know that he is working on trying to have a stronger connection. I'm hearing him talk about a sister and a brother, and I don't know if these are your siblings or his siblings, but I heard someone say, I've been visiting sister with a sister, your sister. I can't hear it clearly, I'm sorry. And also a brother. So if you know who I'm talking about, maybe you can place this. You know, if we were in the spiritualist church, see, I'd be live on the platform and I could hear you say, yes, you got it right. So I hope that you can understand what I'm saying. But he has been visiting a sister and a brother as well. And he wants everybody to know he's fine. He's in the light. And he said he's at peace. But he did stay around the house for about 3 weeks after his passing. Okay, thank you. All right, I'm sorry, Doris says I have to let him step back, but thank you so much for your question. I hope that helps a little bit. Blessings to you. Oh my gosh, so many wonderful questions. Hold on just a second. All right, next question. Hold on, I got to put on my glasses. I can't see this. Amy White. The guy I'm with, will we ever get married? Yeah, you will, but you're going to have to kind of tell him, say, man up and, tell him, say, all your friends were brave enough to get married. You need to get married too. I'm not wasting my time if somebody doesn't stand in their light. I don't mean to be that rough, but what I'm saying is, yeah, he will marry. You will get married. I think in the end of 2021, it's about a year, but I see an engagement in December. So I think next Christmas there'll be an engagement. Okay, yeah. But you gotta have to tell him, say, just remind him all his other friends are brave enough. Little peer pressure won't hurt. He wants to get married. He's just a little nervous. Okay. It's not because of you. He feels like it's a big step in his life. And I think he's ready for it though. Okay. Yeah, next December you'll have a ring. Blessings to you. Thank you so much. All right, Stardust. Hi, Stardust. Question. Will my neighbor Ruben M. ever stop bullying and threatening people? Or is he going to end up in prison again? This would be his third time. Thanks. Stardust, I have to tell you, I don't see him stopping his behavior. He is really not well mentally. He really needs to be at a mental institution rather than just a prison because, prison makes him more aggressive. I think it might be worth your time. Yeah, maybe get together some of the neighbors and stage an intervention. Now, I'm not saying you guys go over there, but I think you need to contact some social services and have them look in on him because something's not right there. I think he's struggling with anxiety and depression, and I think he has an alcohol issue as well. So he's not well. But stay away from him. One of the things I want you to do is visualize in front of his house a column of silver light. Like I was telling the other person, silver light has a way to break down blocks and hostilities, and it can open up energy for healing. So in the front door of his house, visualize as you walk by it a column of silver light there. And that will start to work. And just keep your distance because I don't think you can fix this. I think it's going to require professional intervention. But psychically, you can do that, and that will begin some help and healing for him. Okay? Blessings to you. Thank you so much. Laura Das. Hi, Laura Das. Good to see you. I got my husband a Mjolnir hammer necklace. Ooh, hail Thor. And it disappeared. Can you tell me where it is? It's in a bedroom. I don't know if it's your bedroom. I don't know how many bedrooms you got, but I get it in a bedroom area. And it's actually fallen over by a wall off the side of the bed. I think it was on a nightstand or a little table over in a corner area. And it's literally on the floor there, right under the bed or right by the wall near the bed. But it's in a bedroom area. It might even be a guest bedroom. It might not be your room, but that's where I see it. I hope that helps. Thank you so much. Blessings to you. Mary J. Oh my gosh, $5 donation. Thank you, Mary J. Um, Mary J says, I've gotten really sick. Do you think it's COVID? I want to go see my mother in heaven, but not like this. Mary J, I want you to go see a doctor. I don't think it's COVID, but I do think you need some severe antibiotics. I don't see you crossing, thank God, but I do feel you need some medical intervention at this point. So please, will you today go to a doctor, make a call? Right now, with the cold weather and all, people's immunities are down, and it's harder to heal when your body's cold. And I think that it's important that you get some extra help medically for that. Okay. I hope that helps. Thank you so much. Blessings to you. Maya, New Zealand, $8.99. Thank you for your donation. Bob, hi Bob. Do you have any messages for me? Please. Thank you and bless. Thank you, Maya. Blessings to you. Maya, I keep hearing this woman singing. It's a voice that's around you. This is really interesting. It's a mermaid singing. I can see her. Fletcher's showing me her image. She's a mermaid. You have a mermaid. Mermaids are part of the fae, but you have a mermaid guide around you. I don't know if you've been working with mermaids or fairy energy, but I want you to look into that. This mermaid, let me see if I can find the name. You have the name, Fletcher, because I don't hear her name. She gives the name of coral. Like the plankton coral, Cora, a coral. So her name is Coral. Call her Coral, but she's around you and guiding you. Maybe you're going to learn to sing, huh? You ever done music? I love hearing mermaids sing. I've heard them before, but this one is especially lovely. Thank you so very much. Blessings to you. Rob in Boston. Oh my God, $20, darling. Thank you so much. You're so generous. All of you are so kind. Thank you for the support for my work. Hold on. Let me see what's going on in your frequency here, Robin. I'm hearing a lot of voices. This is the thing. Some people are, just natural mediums. It's like wherever they go, they have spirits around them. I mean, we all have spirit guides, but for some people, it's like they have a cloud of spirits. And Robin, you're one of the people, you have a cloud of spirits around you, which is kind of a cool thing. And I love that. But I'm trying to sort through the voices here. Hold on. I've got one man coming in here. This is a guide to you. Who is that? I hear the name Jonathan coming through. And I hear someone say, I'm Jonathan. I'm looking after her. Jonathan seems to be a protector spirit guy that's around you. And Jonathan's a young guy. He looks like he's in his 20s. And he said, I'm hanging out here. And he said that he's friends with your son. He said, he told me about you. And he said, I came over to kind of look out after you. So Jonathan's one of your son's friends. I'm also hearing another voice. I think this is your son coming through. Hold on. I got like 3 other voices. Fletcher, can you sort them out? Because I'm getting too many voices. I hear your son back. He's singing a Christmas carol for me. And he's like, fa la 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 la. And he's having fun. He said, Mom, we're having a party here. He wants you to know that he said, keep reminding her that I'm okay over here. He says, this is his word. He says, being a mom, she wants to always be worried about me. He said, Mom, I'm in heaven. Stop worrying about me. I'm fine. He said, I'm fine. But he said, I know that you wanted to hear from me today. He said, I arranged for all of this. And he said to tell you, he said, I'm doing really well here. He's showing me some of his artworks. He's really into artwork now in heaven. And he said, I'm doing some really cool watercolor paintings. Oh, it's beautiful. He showed me a painting. It's literally like of a still lake, but there's snow around. It's like a lake in wintertime. It's really lovely. And it's got people ice skating on it. And he said that he's been studying, he said, how to paint in colors. And he says, over here we have colors you can't imagine. He's asking me to tell you that he's been coming to you the last few nights as well. He said, I've been around you trying to talk to you. I hope you felt me. And he said that he came over in a dream recently as well, but he said, I couldn't hold the energy long. He wants you to know he is going to be there at Christmas time. He said, you think I'm going to miss a chance to have a party? And so you're going to have his presence. And I get the sense there's somebody else in the family here. Um, it could be a sibling or cousin, but I'm getting another person. It feels like there's actually two. He's a male and a female. He says, I'm showing myself. I think there's a cousin that he wants to show himself to as well. So he's definitely going to be giving signs to other people in the family. And you may start to literally say, oh my God. So he's here. He's asking you to bring his presence over to you. And just to let you know, he's here. He said, Jonathan and I are on guard duty. So they're protecting you, okay? But he sends a lot of love over to you. Thank you so much for coming. Blessings to you. So wonderful. Thank you for your donation. Oh my goodness gracious. I am telling you. All right. Next question. You will never be my king. Hey, Nicola, all the way here from England. Bob, last night I had a dream about loads of dead spiders. Do you know what it means? Oh, that's a good dream, actually, Nicola. What that means is that you're overcoming your fears. Whenever you see death in a dream, it's not necessarily a prophecy of death. And when you have spiders, spiders are signs of power or things that can either scare you or give you power. And so the spiders being dead means that which you have feared, all of your anxieties are starting to die. You're becoming stronger and becoming freer. So that's actually a sign of that you're making progress and you're moving forward with your life. I want you to watch because I think January is going to be a significant month for you, January and February, because I think there's going to be some more financial opportunities that come. And I keep getting a move coming for you in the new year. So I don't know if you ever went to Cambridge, but I'm still seeing Cambridge around you. So just remember I told you that, okay? But you're making progress. You're releasing your fears. You're not being bound anymore. Very good for you. Keep going. You're going to make it just fine, okay? Blessings to you. Kim Lackey. Hello, Kim Lackey. Any messages from Debbie? Hold on just a second. Doris, are you back there, darling? Yeah, we're trying to connect with Debbie. Okay. All right, Kim, this is the message. Now, don't hate me, but I heard Debbie come through, and she said, would you tell Kim, stop disturbing the peace of the dead? And she's laughing. And she says, tell her I'm fine and I love her. She said, I'm actually glad she called on me. She said she's not upset. She said she was just playing with that. But she had to say, don't disturb the dead. But she's really having a great laugh with that. She wants you to tell you, she said, Merry Christmas to you. And she said that she's been around you lately. And she said, did you get my message from the music? I don't understand this. I think you may have heard a song that you connect with her, but she's trying to send messages through music. She said, did you get my message from the music? I get the sense this was in this last week. So this is recent that she tried to reach out to you through music, and she's going to do it again. Okay. So yes, she's around you and she's going to be playing songs for you. So keep listening. Thank you for your question. Thank you, Doris. Thanks for having. Thank you, Debbie. They're so nice. The spirit people are so wonderful. I love them all, you know. All right. Raymond Hampton. Hi, Raymond. Good to see you. Raymond said, oops, hold on. It just went by. Hi, Psychic Bob. Are there any messages for me today? I could be wrong, but I think I'm being used by my wife. Let me see what's going on there. Doris, yes. Doris wants to help with this. She said, I want to come in. All right, Doris, what do you have to say? Okay. Raymond, I have to tell you, this is the words from Doris Stokes. And she said, this is her words, don't hate me. She said, your wife has lost her way. He says, she has lost her focus on her true higher self. She is becoming encased in selfishness. And she's walking a path of self-negation and self-destruction. She said that she has become enamored with materialism and power. And Doris says she said she needs much prayer and much healing. Doris says that you have the ability, this is Doris's where she said, tell Raymond that he has the power to bring healing, but it will take the power of spirit to break her from her cycle. So they're going to help you with this. Now, Raymond, it's up to you whether you want to continue, because the way they're telling me it, your wife has gone kind of off the deep end and is going a path that is very selfish and self-serving. And I'm not judging her. This is not judgment. That's what they're saying, though. And they're concerned because they worry that it is hurting you. And they're saying you don't have to stay hurt. You can choose to, in a sense, work on healing her, but she's going to have to be honest about her own need of healing. And if she's not honest, you're free to go on your journey. You're not obligated to stay. Because, see, when you get into a marriage, it's a contract between two people. Each agrees on a soul level to be part of the contract. But when one person negates their part, walks away, or does something destructive, you're free to leave that contract knowing you did the best you could. And there's no judgment from spirit. So I'm going to encourage you. I want you to start talking to Doris before you approach your wife, because I feel that you need the power of the spirit world to be able to come through this. I want you to start praying for your wife to have light in her life. They're saying that she's shutting out the light. I'm sorry to say this, Ray, but I got to be honest. That's what they're telling me. So guess what? You've got some power now because the spirit people are coming in. Doris said, she said, I will bring some other people in as well. So she's going to be bringing a team of healing to help you and to help your marriage and your wife. If your wife will not receive healing, that is like through counseling or being open to discussion, then in the new year, you may have to make some choices. But let's wait a little while. Let's see what the spirit world can do, because I'm telling you, I've seen them do miracles. I really have great faith in the spirit world. And yesterday when I went back to Church of Two Worlds, I remembered one of the things I loved about the spiritualist faith is that it really proves itself. So I want you to know that you can call on these guides and angels to help you, and they will help. Raphael, Doris says she wants you to call on Archangel Raphael as well. So guess what? There's going to be some healing. It's not over till it's over, and let's not give up hope. Thank you so much. I hope that helps. Blessings to you. Oh my gosh, guys, I can't believe where our hour went. I tell you, something just blinks and the hour goes. Listen, I've so enjoyed being here with you today, and I hope that you'll continue to be at our channel. Again, if you didn't see yesterday's video, it was a very special video, very special day for me, and I hope you'll go see it and help me out. Give me thumbs up and like it and favorite. And also help me on this video. Hit that like button, or as Bobby Richards used to say, smash that like button. So anyways, I need your support. Thank you so very much. Thank you for all your donations, your questions. You guys are the best. Keep it here at Spirit Channel. We always got more coming. Tomorrow is, what's tomorrow? Wednesday? Wiccan Wednesday. We'll have something magical and fun. Just be here and we'll see you then. I love you guys. Listen, make sure to subscribe to my channel. Thumbs up this video, like it, favorite it, share it with your friends. You have my permission to take my videos and post them on Facebook or wherever you want, and, be back here tomorrow for Wiccan Wednesday. And until then, may all of you, oh, by the way, I forgot. Also, if you want to get on my schedule for a private reading, call my office. Quickest way to reach me, 703-825-3929. Private reading is a full hour. You and me, we'll sit down. We'll hash out your soul journey. We're going to cover your past, your present, your future, your spirit guides, all of that. And I answer all your questions. Now, you saw how much data I cover just here in this hour. You just got snippets. Imagine if you had Psychic Bob for a full hour just to yourself. Oh, we could cover a lot of stuff. And in readings, we really do. So I'd love the chance to do a private session with you. Give me a call, 703-825-3929. My number is below. If you don't see it, also visit my website. There right below, PsychicBob.com. See my finger? Virtual pointing. And, connect with me. I'd love to hear from you guys. You guys are best. I love you. We'll see you back here tomorrow for Wiccan Wednesday. Happy Yule to all of you. Thank you for all your Yule greetings and blessings. And we'll see you tomorrow. Until then, may all of you always blessed be.